What happened to Western developers? I remember in the not too distant past that Eastern developed games were the best. Everybody loved games from Japan. And then out of the blue, Western developers started to create some really great things. But now it seems like they're stuck in this spiral of insanity when it comes to creation and creativity. And if it isn't a games as a service, it's some weird form of storytelling that is more interested in pushing you to believe certain things or follow certain paths outside of gaming, mind you. Nothing to do with video games. And it's really starting to affect the quality of the content. And whether or not you agree with the message or not, that's not the case. The fact that the content is being degraded and the fact that it isn't being purchased, it's failing over and over, one more, and over again, leads me to believe that either the people in charge of these studios are just so completely insulated amongst themselves that they don't even realize that what they're creating is going to fail, or they simply don't care and they're willing to lose the company's money over and over and over again with this warped sense of, if we just keep pushing something, the world will change. I'm sitting here as a pretty simple person saying, I would like to escape the world and I would like to play a video game. So the most prevalent example of what I'm talking about is Suicide Squad. When Suicide Squad was announced, many people thought, Rocksteady, Batman Arkham trilogy, amazing games, can't wait. Then we heard it's a games as a service. Okay, got a little bit, but that's the trend. Hopefully, with their expertise in the past and the things that they have done, it won't be too bad. And then the game releases and we get this sort of, shall I say, mixed reception when it comes to the development of the game, mixed story when it comes to what the hell is going on. Why are these characters behaving in the ways that they do? Why is the Joker or Harley Quinn happy that Wonder Woman has solved the problem of toxic masculinity on the island of women and no men? Why is this something that needs to even be in a video game? Now, again, you might say, I want it there. Great. But there's the I, and then there's everyone else. And when you look online and look at who's playing Suicide Squad versus a game from years and years and years ago by the same studio, and more people are playing Batman Arkham Knight than they are playing Suicide Squad, at some point, I thought to myself, there has to be a tipping point. There has to be a breaking point where the people above the creators in these companies say, what you're doing isn't working. No one wants the food that you're serving them. It's almost like they open a restaurant and they say, okay, most of the people in this area, not all, let's say 96% of the people in this area love pizza with pepperoni. Now, we can sort of work around that and put our own spin on it. Maybe a square pizza with pepperoni and not call it a Sicilian, or an oval pizza with pepperoni and call it the Earth, or some other amalgamation of that. But instead, what they do is they say, okay, let's make roast beef for these people, because there's a very small percentage of people in this area that like roast beef. And I think if we spend all of our money doing that, we're going to be successful, because that 96% that likes pizza with pepperoni, they're just the wrong kind of people. We just cannot cater to them. That's what's happening. And I would just like to play a video game that is exceptional. And it's why I'm shocked that I'm going back and playing old Western developed games. The past is where Western developers are shining right now. Not the present, and I don't think the future unless things come to a head. The past is where things are shining. I'm going through the Arkham trilogy again. I'm playing Arkham Knight. Absolutely loving it. Can't believe that Rocksteady would say, that? Nah, let's do this. The template is there for you. Follow it. You have an audience that will eat that food. They want it, but instead we get this derivative slop. I don't care within the first 5 minutes of playing a game for Batman to infer to me, or worse, tell me flat out what his politics are, or who he voted for in the last election, or what he likes to do with his junk in his spare time. I don't care. I don't need to relate to a character like that because I want to be Batman. I can't be Batman. I want to crouch down on the roof of a building, crawl to the edge, look down at the bad guys, swoop down, or think about using any and every gadget that I have. Maybe I can short out the street lights and scare them and torture them a bit because these are bad people. And then I'm going to beat the hell out of them and lock them up. That sounds like fun. I can't relate to that, but I want to do it in a game. But now we have to know about the thugs on the street and, well, maybe they had a bad childhood. Maybe there weren't these opportunities for them and that's why they're stealing. Can I just be Batman? Can I just be a superhero? Can I pretend? Because that's what this is all about. Playing a game is about pretending. It's not about being who you are in the world or trying to be affirmed in the world. It's about stepping outside of the world and being something else that doesn't matter, something fun. And I feel like Western developers are in this death spiral that they can't get out of. Now, some of them are forced into this. Maybe they don't know how to get out of it. But some of them clearly are steering this ship towards the rocks. And it's as if they don't even see the rocks. I'm just tired of it. I'm just so tired. I want to escape. I want to have fun. Suicide Squad is an absolute joke. It is absolutely horrendous. And there's a reason why it isn't getting supported. Now, hopefully this is the straw that breaks the camel's back for this one Western studio, Rocksteady. I don't know if it is, but I hope so because, again, going back and playing, the Arkham trilogy, my goodness, those games are fantastic. You talk about just escapism. I mean, I'm gliding through, and think about all the things they could do. I mean, I'm playing with the Michael Keaton 89 Batsuit, and then you can go to the, oh my God, what was his name? Horrible movie, Geely. He was married to Jennifer Lopez. I forget his name. But his suit. And then you can have, Batman Year One suit. They've got different Batmobiles. When you play New Game Plus, all of those Batmobiles can be used in the entire game and driven around. Unbelievable ways to monetize and not completely destroy characters, lore, and stories. Now look, if anything that I said here is offensive, I don't know how it could be, but I'm sure when you approach these kind of topics, people get insane. But in order to think, you have to risk offending people. Otherwise, you can't think. You cannot make content that makes every single person happy. Can never happen, won't happen. Anybody that attempts to do that is going to fail. So look at the audience, cater to them, and make something great. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.